Good evening, and thank you for joining us this evening. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Could somebody move action 1.02? We're going to move into a brief executive session.
Move it.
Second.
Okay, who'd you hear? I heard three.
Tim Crandall, and then I heard Mary Beth.
Okay.
Have a Jim voice.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstaining? Passes 7-0-0. We will return shortly. Can somebody move action 1.03 to approve the agenda?
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Palvino, is there anything that you need to change on the agenda?
No, we just changed the title of budget presentation, changed to budget update because it's an update, not a presentation, so that's the only adjustment that we made.
Okay.
And I believe we're adding that one resolution
I'm doing it right now.
that we just discussed in the executive session.
7.12, okay.
That's correct.
Perfect. All right, can I get all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstaining? Passes 700. For those of you at home this evening and you would like to reach out to the clerk or to the Board of Ed members, you can reach us at clerk@fulton.cnyric.org. In the event of emergency, we need to evacuate the building this evening. We can go out the back door behind Mr. Hendrickson, go to the left, or we could go out Mr. Palvino's doors here, move as far away from the building as possible if we do need to evacuate. Would you please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. There is nobody signed up for public forum this evening. Can I get somebody to move action 1.07 to approve April 22nd's regular minute meeting?
Move it.
Second.
I got Tim and, was it Fallon? Jen?
Tim and Lori.
Okay, Lori. All right. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstaining? Passes 700. Action 1.08 to approve the April 29th special board meeting minutes.
Move it.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstaining? Passes 700. All right. So, by Friday, we should have our self-evaluation in our Google Docs for the board members. If on Friday you do not receive that, just reach out to Mrs. Trude and she will make sure that you get a copy of that. Please have that filled out by the end of May 30th, so that we can make sure that we have all of the results. And we will be talking about the evaluations at our board meeting on June 10th. It's coming quickly. Our budget vote is coming up on May 20th. Our election is from 9 to 9. We have 2 sites here in the city of Fulton, one on the east side at the City Hall and one on the west side over at the War Memorial. If anyone is in question of where their voting site is, please just call the superintendent's office and Mrs. Trude will help you find that information. Then we will meet back here on the 21st to ratify the election results at 6 o'clock. We have a health and safety meeting coming up on the 27th, as well as a regular board meeting. Our policy committee meeting that was scheduled for May 14th needed to be rescheduled until May 28th because we have our kindergarten transition night. That is that night, and we needed to make the arrangements so that we could be there for our children. Coherence, the district coherence site-based meeting is June 2nd. And then that should about do it for our president report. If anybody has anything else they would like to share? Concerns? Then I am going to pass it over to you, Mr. Palvino, because we have an exciting evening.
We sure do, and that's why I'm glad you're all here, all of our children and their families. Thank you so much for being here. A couple of exciting things we're going to be talking about this evening. We've got the Battle of the Books to start the evening. Mrs. Hendrickson.
Thank you. I'd like to introduce Liz Sutter, the principal at Valley Elementary, who is going to introduce Fulton's teams from the countywide battle. We had teams from Landigan, Balney, the junior high, and high school.
I just wanted to take a minute to say thank you for supporting Battle of the Books in a time where students often rely so much on electronics and putting the books away. This is something that invigorates reading. They work in teams of 3 to 4. And they read 8 books throughout the year, and they often read the books multiple times in order to study them right down to key details. An ancillary piece of that is the collaboration component, so they have to work in teams and partner to read books and to work together all throughout the day, inside of school, outside of school. There's time commitment, so it's just a really exciting opportunity for our kids. and our research and evidence-based component of it, that the one single thing that kids can do to impact their learning is to read outside of school, things that they can do independently. So we are super proud that we have from Fulton, even though we have a smaller population, we had 3 teams that won the county-wide battle. So we have building level battles, and then district level, and then the district teams go to the county, and we had some district level winners, which is pretty exciting. So we'll start off with our youngest friend from first grade, our first and second grade battle. So this is also new. We always did a 3rd and 4th grade, and then a 5th and 6th grade battle. And last year, a couple schools piloted, and this was the first year we had 1st and 2nd grade battle of the book. So an amazing leadership opportunity for these kiddos.
Right up there. There you go.
Hi, I'm Lilia Hartgraff. My favorite part about the books was meeting my team and competing in all levels. I had a lot of fun, especially when I won. Henry Keeson and me were the first 1-2 team last year to win Battle of the Books. I am happy that Fulton has all grades in Battle of the Books. I learned how much fun it is to read. My favorite book to read was Greatest in the World, and so was my teammates Henry's.
That's nice. Henry was the 3rd of this group that was able to make it. Bringing his picture to represent.
My favorite thing about Battle is having the smartest and greatest team of all time. My favorite books is Where Are My Books? My name is Kason Klink.
Great job.
Nice job. Our 3rd and 4th grade team, come on up. So you can see lots of pride. Let's find one to do this.
Hi, I'm Rhea Hartaft, and my favorite part about Battle of the Books was it helped me prepare for my ELA state test. Hi, I'm Abigail Olcott, and my favorite part about Battle of the Books was working with my team. Yeah, we had a 3rd member, Zoe French.
Zoe French.
Recognize Zoe tonight as well. Thank you very much, Zoe. We have some friends from Lanigan. Oh, it's all right. Come on out. Way to represent, girl.
So, my name is Zoe Marquez, and my favorite part of Battle of the Books, even though winning was really fun, it was probably just the experiments with my teammates. We practiced a lot. We just had a lot of fun, even though it was a competition. So I really liked that part.
And we have some representation from the high school. 2 high school friends?
They don't need the substance.
We'll look up to them.
Hi, I'm Andrew Becker. I had a lot of favorite parts from this year's battle. I would have to say, out of everything, I really liked the books this year. I felt like that they were an improvement from the previous year's books. Not to say that those were bad, I just think that these books were better this year.
My name is Thomas Wood, and like you said, my favorite part about Battle this year was discovering a bunch of new books and authors that I would definitely read again on my own someday.
Let me ask you. You guys are in high school, so have you participated in Battle of the Books when you were in elementary and junior high as well?
Yeah, we actually won it a lot in junior high.
We were we were rivals for the longest time.
And then you were teammates. Perfect. Well, congratulations.
Thank you for supporting Battle of the Books. It's an amazing opportunity for all of our kids. Yes.
Who selects the books each year?
So there is a panel of librarians with other collaboration with countywide members, but they actually this year, for the first time, but more recently, they sent out a survey with a number of books and asked for teacher input from the schools. So I thought that was really nice. Any other questions?
Who will facilitate the groups and work with the teams at the schools?
That's a great question. So that's always the tricky part. So just at Volney, let's see, in our 5th and 6th grade battle, we had 9 teams. Our 3rd and 4th grade battle, we had 11. And our 1st and 2nd grade battle, we had 10.
Wow.
So we had over 30 teams of kids. And so there's everything from aides to TAs to teachers, office staff, student support team members, and they usually give up their lunch period, part of their planning. They're coming in early. They work with parents to meet after school or if their buses come late. So we have teams that do meet outside of school sometimes, but it's all of the staff from within our school that coaches all of the teams.
It sounds like there's a lot of teams. Does it sound, is there more participation each year?
That's what I'm noticing, yes. It's absolutely incredible because if you look at the trends in the data of children reading, it's on the decline, but our battle teams are increasing. And I think they're really appreciating that face-to-face time to talk and have books in hand and to work together as a team, all of the things that we know kids love. That they really appreciate. So and there's a competitive part to it, which is, as you heard, is fun.
Thank you.
Questions? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So I just want to extend my appreciation on behalf of the district. Thank you to our families for allowing us to work with these kids. This is the part that I'm gonna miss the most, is watching our kids perform and just seeing them light up when they're learning and achieving and accomplishing their goals. It's just amazing. So thank you for sharing them with us each and every day. And thank you to the staff. I knew the answer to my question, which was rhetorical. I knew there was a lot of people involved in this, and it's just amazing to see how well we did this year too. It was pretty special. So thank you so much, everybody, and everybody did a great job. So thank you.
We're hoping on Friday to release the new books for the next.
Already, huh?
And Mr. Polvino, we live stream our Battle of the Books, so
We
just
do.
because you're leaving us doesn't mean you can't watch us.
That's very true. Very true. Alrighty, thank you so much. Our second piece, and all
I want to give another round of applause for all the kids that came up.
there you go.
I got it before Brenda did. I know she'll.
Thank you, Mr. Carnes. The piece that's exciting, and if you stick around for a minute, you'll be able to see, you're going to hear around the seal of biliteracy. And this is something that you're going to hear, and I believe that if you're a voracious reader and you're excited, you start to learn other languages, this is what every one of you can accomplish. Ms. Hendrickson.
I'd like to introduce now Carrie Halliday, she's a World Language Facilitator and an Audrey White, who are going to give an overview of the seal of biliteracy. Last year we had one candidate, and this year we had 5 candidates that went for their seal of biliteracy. So we're really excited that we're growing this opportunity and exposing all of the original languages.
Yes. Thank you so much for having us here tonight. I'm sorry, I feel like I have my back to people and I hate speaking to people like that too to them. This year, like Renee said, we had 5 candidates earning the seal of biliteracy, which we were very excited about. We went from one last year, Danielle Mendez Rodriguez was our very first candidate to earn the seal of biliteracy last year. This year we had students earning the seal in Spanish, French, and English. We had one student also earning the seal of triliteracy in Spanish and French. So a little bit about the seal of biliteracy. Students are given an opportunity to demonstrate a high level. They have proficiency in both English and a second language. They have to measure at the intermediate high level in both languages. In order to do so, they have to do a research project throughout the year. They get to choose a topic of their choice related to whichever language that they're earning the seal in. And for that project, they plan a research project throughout the year. They do their research, and then they have to create a presentation and give a presentation to a panel
In Oswego County, we have a consortium, and we have a Seal of Biliteracy presentation day where all the kids go. There's a panel of, I guess you could call them judges, and the students give their presentation in the target language, and then they're asked questions in the target language about their projects. So Audrey's here with us today. Audrey has earned her Seal of Biliteracy in Spanish. You can go to the next slide. We also had, they couldn't be with us tonight, but we had Solange Catano-Lindsay. She's our very first Seal of Triliteracy in Spanish, French, and English. Alam Harvey earned her Seal of Biliteracy in Arabic and English. Wilbur Ramirez Vasquez earned his Seal of Biliteracy in Spanish and English. Audrey is here with us to tell you about her Seal of Biliteracy in Spanish and English. And Jace Warnick also earned his Seal of Biliteracy in Spanish and English. So would you like to share, Audrey, a little bit about your project, your experience? We won't give it to you in Spanish. Although she could, and she could do so very well. Yeah, you can, if you'd like to.
So my project was on ceramics in different cultures. I chose this topic mostly because this year I finally managed to fit it in my schedule. I got to take a ceramics 1 class, something I've been wanting to do since freshman year, and I loved it. I wasn't very good, but it was very fun. I loved the process. Even if the art came out a little wonky, I still loved it. And I thought it would be so interesting to see the different ways different cultures style their art and the history of it all. The reason I decided to pursue the Seal of Biliteracy, mostly in the beginning, was because Mrs. Halliday told me about it, probably because I just like to talk. So, and in Spanish class, it doesn't matter what you talk about as long as you say it in Spanish, so it was kind of the perfect class for me, because I could say anything I wanted as long as I spoke in the target language. So, because of that, she told me, hey, you might be eligible for this. I thought it was fantastic. I had also been looking at like the course handbook or whatever, and I saw like I was going to need a pathway, and this was one of them, so I just figured looking ahead it would be good for me. Some of the benefits I found, obviously I get a sticker on my diploma, which is very nice, very fancy, excited about that. It's gonna look good on a resume, or if I wanted to apply for an internship or a job, I could say that I'm bilingual, which is awesome. And also, a little less important, but it also qualified as my final project, so not complaining about that. Some of the challenges of it, it sounds silly, but really it's just, you kind of forget about it because it's not an official assignment. It's not something that that you're reminded about in your classes. You have to like take initiative and remember to do it. I'll admit I kind of did some things a little late, but I did them. I got them done, got over the senioritis of whatever, and I'm glad I did it. It was a good experience. Maybe I honestly thought it was going to be harder than it actually was, and I'm grateful I got the opportunity.
No, just wow.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
incredible.
There you are.
That, you can speak 2 languages pretty fluently is amazing. And that you had your senioritis, but picked yourself back up there at the end and still did amazing. Wow. That's just incredible.
You speak very well, and I think whatever you do later in life, you're going to excel at.
Thank you.
So what's next? Next year?
SUNY Cortland.
Spanish, languages, what are you doing?
Communication.
Undeclared. Mostly because I don't know what I want to do, and I don't want to waste money on a major change.
There you
So
go.
figure it out and then waste the money.
It sounds like she still wants to be a dragon, so she's gonna go to
There you
SUNY
go.
Portland, right?
You know, I was actually the SUNY. I was the mascot for Fulton at the Fall Festival, so I really was.
Well, thank you, Ms. Halliday, and your team. I mean, it takes all of our world languages teachers, all of the teachers that support these pieces. I've got some connections to that world, and it's amazing what bilingualism can do to opening doors and opportunities for individuals. And seeing that's a 500% increase. I mean, when you think about that, that's a huge gain. And we should be very proud of that. Because I think we represented, I was looking at the numbers, I think there was about 30 kids that day,
I
roughly.
think there were 20, only 20 that
Only 20 actually showed, because I saw
showed, yeah, for Oswego County.
And so we represented a quarter.
Yeah, we had 5 of them.
You should be very proud, and I mentioned to all our littles, our younger kids out there, this is an opportunity. When you graduate, you'll be under the portrait of a graduate, and you'll be looking at multiple pathways. So some of you may consider languages as one of your pathways, just planting a seed. So it was a great opportunity for you to hear that, what a senior is working on. So something to think about. So thank you so much. And a round of applause for our presenters. You're welcome to sit through our wonderful meeting, or you're welcome to do what you need to do as families as well. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ms. Stoddard.
We have student conferences still going on.
I heard that going on tonight. Awesome. Good job, everybody. Dr. Howard,
See you later.
just reminds us about why we do what we do. And to see that increase, that was something we planted the seed about 1.5 years ago. We really started pushing, and Renee really did Ms. Hendrickson did a very nice job working with the world languages, and we really expanded opportunities, and they embraced it. And to see that we had so many kids, we should feel pretty good here in Fulton.
It's amazing to see us speaking a different language. Just last week, I connected her with one of my friends in Washington D.C. and to present Arabic, because we needed someone who could evaluate her Arabic to score her. And we did that in a Google Meet, and it was very impressive and humbling, and the score was so impressed with Kalam's skill set in English and Arabic. So.
It's just another example where Fulton's really digging in, and this is going to be, for the portrait, this will be one of those pathways. I think we're going to see a lot of kids take this pathway. And I think if they know about it as young as the kids that we're sitting in the audience today, I think you'll see more kids really embrace the language component. And we have a lot of college courses also in those languages, so there's opportunity for college coursework as well.
Now, is this pathway like our other pathways where it was built into an existing course?
No, this is actually an addendum. This is actually an additional, want to speak to it?
Yeah, it is. This is more independent. Where Lucille Civic Readiness, you can incorporate a lot of the projects and the assignments within the courses. This one is completely different, and you can't start it until your senior year. With Lucille Civic Readiness, we're starting it in 8th grade to earn the points. This one is different. It is a heavy lift.
Do you have to have taken so many courses?
Yes.
Like I was thinking, I took Spanish 3 or Spanish 4 my senior year. I didn't know what you would have to take to be able to.
Yes, you have to take it all the way through, and to earn the seal, you also have to earn. You heard Carrie talk about like a certain level on the rubric to even get the seal. So you could still present, but if you don't score at a certain level, you don't receive it. So.
I believe all 5 of our kids earned the seal.
And the students that whose native language isn't English, they have to take a test. They actually just finished it today, the Apple test in Arabic, Spanish, and French to show their proficiency in that language as well.
So something to be very proud of, everybody. That's a great example where you're going to hear more about pathways in the portrait of the graduate over the next couple of years. It's really going to expand. We're just getting all that information from New York State, and Fulton tends to be on the lead side with the numbers, whether it's the Seal of Civic Readiness, the Seal of Biliteracy. We've got the arts pathways that we're starting to evolve and work in as well. So we're really starting to expand those opportunities for kids. Next item was the timeline for the communication and election day. You can't hear it enough. Ms. Abelgore went through them, but just a reminder, our community budget forum is this Thursday at 6 p.m. It's another opportunity. If anybody has questions, please come. It's 6 p.m. here at the Education Center. Also, we've got that, we've got on the website, there's an email specific to the budget. Please write, and Ms. Hooper will respond back generally within a day, if not sooner. And so those are there, and we post those on the FAQ as well. So please, if you have any questions whatsoever, please come that evening or send us an email and we'll respond. The other piece that we have is on the 20th is the annual board meeting, the budget and the election that day. So please get out and vote. Every vote counts. And we want you to be informed. There's a lot of information. I believe I saw 9 reports on the budget website for Fulton, as well as every one of our board meetings, and we're live streamed, and they are available on the website to watch and listen as well. And our budget forum was just this last Thursday. That's on there as well. So there's a lot of opportunities. You should have your budget newsletters. Board members, did they come to your homes? I hope they've arrived, your newsletters. It's a good check and balance for us to know. So I'm glad the newsletters are in your homes. If that sparks questions, please let us know. So please get out and vote. And if you have questions, please don't hesitate to ask.
Mr. Bovino, I'm sorry,
yeah.
I just wanted to clarify, you said May 20th we have our board meeting, but I think you meant board election.
The board election.
Yes,
yeah.
okay, and we have, yes.
Yeah, the big election is Tuesday the 20th, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Yes, thank you.
So thank you, Ms. Hunter. Thank you. Music Educators of the Month. It's not a presentation, and we'll try to, maybe we'll get them in here next at one of our future meetings. But Ms. Almeter and Mrs. Foster were recognized by WCNY as Music Educators of the Month. We did put that in your weekly, but that's really exciting. There's nominations from all over the counties, not just Oswego County, but Onondaga, Madison, anywhere WCNY goes, and our 2 were selected. And so it's really proud, and they do amazing things. So congratulations to Ms. Almeter and Mrs. Foster. And then budget update, anything you'd like to add other than what I've added already? We kind of hit that already, but.
Not really. If there are any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Are there any things in the community that you're hearing? We have the budget videos out. We're going to be doing some blasts out through Parent Square, as well as posts on our Facebook, our social media accounts. We met with our PR department from City BOCES this morning, Mr. Richmond, and he's going to be putting some things together, really trying to highlight quick points, things to really reinforce and get people out next Tuesday for the vote. So hopefully all of that results in positive outcomes and great things for kids. Mm-hmm. And with that, once again, wasn't it amazing to start our evening with our students and their accomplishments? Oh, and with that, Ms. Albacore.
Thank you. Action 4.01, accept financials. Somebody move it.
Move it.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstaining? Passes 700. Action 4.02, and 24-25 end of tax collections warrant.
Move it.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstaining? Passes 700. Action 4.03, approve disposal of surplus property.
Move it.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstaining? Passes 700. Action 4.04, approve the DOT foods donation.
Move it. Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstaining? Passes 700. Action 4.05, approve phase 2, which is the award bid for the site construction contract.
Move it. Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstaining? Passes 700. Action 4.06, approve the phase 2 award bid for the plumbing contract.
Move it. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstaining? Passes 700. Action 4.07, approve the phase 2 award bid for the mechanical contract.
Move it. Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstaining? Passes 700. Action 4.08, approve phase 2 award bid for the general construction contract.
Move it.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstaining? Passes 700. And action 4.09 is to approve phase 2 award bid for the electrical contract.
Move it. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstaining? Passes 700. Action 5.01 is to approve Committee on Special Education.
Move it.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstaining? Passes 700. Action 6.01 is to approve the policies.
Move it. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstaining? Passes 700. Can I get someone to batch 7.01 to 7.12 for our personnel?
Move it.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstaining? Passes 700. Let's, moving on to board forum this evening. Mr. Connors, we'll let you start off tonight.
I was gonna say, do I get it tonight?
You get it tonight.
I'd like to give a shout out to all the students and the families that were able to make it possible for them to be here tonight. It's always great when we're able to celebrate the success we're having in our district, and it's important that we make sure we do celebrate the high points, because so many times we get focused on so many other things that we forget that how many great things we are actually doing. Again, I just want to stress to get out to vote on Tuesday, because as previously stated, we are doing a lot of great things and providing a lot of great opportunities in our district, and we want to continue as a board to provide those opportunities, and we really feel like we put together a budget that allows for us to continue offering programs, not taking away from the key areas that not only our kids are able to participate in, but honestly deserve to go on and be successful in life. We want to make sure we're providing those things, and we really think we're able to do that with this budget.
Thank you so much for that, Tim. Mr. DeJorm.
You must have been looking over my shoulder as I was writing things down. Congratulations to all the students who won the Battle of the Books, all of them that participated. And bravo to the staff, all the staff for all the help that they gave and the extra time they provided. Again, good job on the biliteracy. My wife's an English teacher and I still don't have English down. We've got somebody doing 3 languages. So, great job. I think it's a great program. Do we have anything in any earlier years?
Our language program starts in 8th grade, but I think as you see this expand, over time, I think you'll start to see maybe more cultural exploration, things like that, pushing down. That would be my vision. What you'd see is a push, just like our SEAL civic learners, you start to push down that commitment to the community and giving back and all of that down to the younger grades. Same thing I think will happen around languages and things. It may not be specifically teaching languages, but studying and exploring cultures and language and creating that understanding and respect for different differences. That would be my thought.
Yeah, I think the earlier they start to learn. I lived in Virginia Beach, and where I took my kids to preschool, they started teaching them a second language at age 4. Thank you.
Ms. Amanda.
Just to piggyback off of my colleagues, it was really great to hear from the kids. The Battle of the Books, I love to hear them excited about reading, because you don't hear that too often. And it seemed like I heard a commonality of they're excited to continue reading some authors. So that in itself says a lot. The seal of biliteracy and triliteracy, so impressive. Knowing that these kids, they're definitely going to go out and just make a huge difference, because that's our world now. Congratulations to our 2 music educators, Mrs. Almeida and Mrs. Foster, for receiving that award. There's so many celebrations going on with seniors and end of the school year. So, I mean, and they're a big part of that. And thank you to Mrs. Hooper. She's really working tirelessly to make this budget understandable and more comprehensive for everybody. So if you have any questions, definitely reach out, because she will definitely get back to you in a very timely manner. So thank you for that.
Ms. Pearl.
Well, I'm going to piggyback off of everybody, and thank you, Kate, because I just said that the last budget forum, I'm not as overwhelmed anymore. And I think it's a great budget, and everybody vote for it. I'm telling you, all the stuff that our kids have, I'm fascinated, I'm impressed I'm learning all this stuff that goes on with a high school. It's fascinating, I love it. And the Battle of the Books, you guys are probably figuring out, I'm not a techie person, that's just, you know. They didn't start computers till I was out of school. And in the Battle of the Books, I love that more and more kids are actually opening books. And I love that, so I'm very impressed with that. It teaches literacy, teamwork, it teaches everything kids should be learning, staying away from all this technology and things like that. And kudos to our music teachers, and I think that's it. I mean, I could sit here and, you know, say a bunch of stuff, and it's all positive.
Thank you. Mr. Crandall.
Oh, I want to thank everyone who participated in Battle of the Books, all our success in biliteracy. I want to congratulate Mr. G. Jalorm on achieving level 4 with the New York State School Board Association. And we have so many programs that are furthering everyone's education. When I came to school, we just got a rock tablet and a piece of stone. We've really advanced since then.
Yes, we have.
That's it.
Mrs. Hutchinson.
Yeah, I just wanted to piggyback about our, seal of biliteracy and triliteracy. I just think that is phenomenal. Not only is that amazing for our kids, but the careers field that can really open up into is significant. There's so many jobs, especially in healthcare and other fields, that really is going to be a huge asset for our students to have. Just like everybody else said, the kids and Battle of the Books, that's something definitely near and dear to my heart. I also wanted to just thank also our librarians. It's really an all year round project for them, and they do a phenomenal job. So thank you so much for that as well. I did want to piggyback to the budget, just because I've seen some stuff out there in social media, and our budget is coming very soon. I wanted to say, I know that our district and especially our administrators have really taken a hit on social media with some of the negativity and things that has been said out there and misinformation that's been out there. And our administration team is too polite to correct anybody. However, I am not. I want to make it known that for several years, our superintendent has taken a 0% increase in pay raise, multiple years in a row. Our administration team, while very deserving of their pay, they are also in the middle of the road compared to others in the county. This board has been very fiscally responsible, putting only a 1.2% average increase every year for the last 10 years. There's some things that we couldn't see, such as healthcare costs and heat and electricity going up, just like everybody else in their homes. We play an important role on this audit team, not saying that we are perfect, but we always strive to make improvements anywhere we can go. As anybody can see, the educational programs we offer just from our students here tonight are far surpassing almost anybody else in this county, and it's something to really be proud of. Not only this board, but this community as well. We really are leaders in our community. I want to plead for the support of our community to pass this budget. We've worked tirelessly, meeting after meeting, month after month, really trying to cut things down and not have it affect our kids or our children. And just, if it doesn't get voted yes, contingency is a drastic change for our community, could mean drastic cuts in extracurricular and after-school programs, and nobody wants that to happen. So thank you for our admin, our team. Kate, thank you so much. And community, please come out and support our budget on the 20th. And that's it for me.
Thank you, Mrs. Hutchinson. I had a few of those points I wanted to make, but I could not have said them any better than you said. Thank you for putting all of that information out in a quick little bullet point for our community. Budget season is not my favorite season. It's something, and I'm not even the one starting at the top where you guys are, but Kate, I do have to say again, thank you. Ms. Prowl had said it earlier, you make it easier for us to understand. And we really appreciate all the hard work that everybody does. And I also, some of what I'm hearing out in the community is people are thankful, even though we haven't had a huge turnout in the budget forums. I've heard people very thankful that they were offered. People did watch Kate and Brian last Thursday doing the budget forum. Also, the only thing that I'm hearing that people were not super aware of is who are candidates running for seats on the board for next year. I know that I did see it in the budget letter that came out. It was a very small little area, but Mr. Crandall and Mr. Connors are running for the seats again, as well as Ms. O'Brien, who has attended almost all of our meetings since February or maybe January. So we have 3 wonderful candidates running. So there should be biographies coming out soon, correct?
They're on the website.
So they are on the website, so please go to the website and, check to see who these fabulous folks in our city are. I can't say anything more than what my colleagues have already said about our wonderful students and staff and all of the good things that are happening in our district. Please come out and vote. Your voices do count. Your voices do matter. And like I said, we hope to see you there. Thank you so much for all of that, Mrs. Hutchinson. That was perfect. So with that, there's a second public forum if anybody's interested in speaking. Okay.
Since there's nobody, I just want to recognize you all. I forgot you have your plaques and your recognitions. NISBA, they came in a big box the other day with all of that. Thank you for all that you're doing. I'm looking around, I'm trying to remember everybody who had them, but I see certificates and plaques and things like that around from the efforts that you put forth doing your trainings and putting the hours in. It's something that we've always taken great note here in Folsom, so thank you. A certificate doesn't give it enough.
I would add that everything the board does is completely voluntary as well. I think that's another item of confusion, that the board volunteers their time to help us out and lead us, so we appreciate everything you've done as well.
So congratulations on your efforts as they came. We don't know all the numbers until they arrive and say somebody achieved level 4 or 75 credits or hours or this and that. So thank you so much for all you do, and I just wanted to draw, everybody doesn't see those plaques. They're in your room, your houses and everything else like that, but I wanted to draw attention to that this evening, so thank you.
Thank you, and I wanted to ask you one more question, Mr. Palvino, because we have somebody sitting over in our, is that our student rep over there?
Oh my gosh.
We have a new person joining the Board of Education, our junior in waiting, who will be helping us out.
This is Gwendolyn Hollenbeck. Come right up to here so we can introduce you. So, it took us a while, and we had to figure things out, but we have now our junior on the board in waiting, if you will, for the senior. I had my first meeting with Gwen this afternoon, along with Santina. Santina's in a goal in 10 minutes over at the high school, so she couldn't be with us this evening. She's the goalie on our lacrosse team. Gwen is going to be, just from the interaction I had earlier, I think I can see you've got a very special board member, student representative, and we talked about that she is the conduit of student voice to this board. And so it's a great opportunity. So thank you for taking on this challenge.
Thank you so much for offering.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Congratulations.
My sticky got moved.
That's okay. There's a few of us. We got your back, Mr. Palvino.
Got me. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, so does anybody else want to join us for public forum this evening? All right, we are going to be moving into another executive session, and then we will come back out and close our meeting after that. So we are definitely going to move it. Would you like to move it? Would somebody like to second it? Yes. Jen? Okay, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstaining? Passes 7-0-0. Thank you everyone for joining us this evening. We will be back out shortly. All right, welcome back. Going to ask somebody to move 8.04.
Move it.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstaining? Passes 700. And action 9.01.
Move it. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstaining?
Abstain.
Passes 601. Tim, you stay here all
Stay
night.
Tim?
Yep.
Passes 700. Have a great evening, everybody.